In the next step, we need to divide angle of rise and angle of return into equal even number of parts. Let me take it as 6, or else you can take it as 8 also, depending upon your requirement. If you want more accuracy, you can take 8. If you want average accuracy, then you can take 6. 6 is enough. Okay, so here angle of rise is 40 mm and angle of return is 60 degree, means 20 mm. First we'll go to the angle of rise. Angle of rise is 40 now, right, on the x-axis. If you divide this angle of rise 40 mm into 6 equal parts, then you will get 6.66, right? It is in terms of decimal points. If you have the value in decimal points, it is difficult to measure with a conventional scale. So that is why we'll follow one method to avoid that complication. It's very simple. You need to draw a line. It's of 60 mm or 90 mm or 120 mm. I'll tell you why. Okay, from point 0 I draw a line. It's of acute angle. It may be 45, it may be 40 degree, or it may be within 90 degree. Okay, any angle. For my convention I took 40 degree. Okay, 40 degree and 60 mm. If I am taking 60 mm, I am going to divide this inclined line into 6 equal parts, means I'll get 10 mm each. If it is 90 mm, I'll get 15 mm each. If it is 120 mm, I'll get 20 mm each. Okay, so apart from these values, if you select other values, like if you select again 40, means it's of no use. Again you will get the values are in decimal points. So to avoid that complication, you should select in such a way that you should not get any decimal points on the inclined lines, on the inclined line. So here, that's why I choose 60 mm. So after this, at the end of this inclined line, from this point, that is end point, I'm going to join to the end point of 40 mm line, that is angle of rise, the end point of the angle of rise line, so that I'll get line like this. This is the inclined line. Okay, this point is 6. Now after that, from this end point I'm going to take 10 mm. Likewise you'll take 10 mm in your compass, then cut an arc so that you will get 10 mm here. From that point you join up to 0.5. Make sure these two are parallel. You should draw parallel lines only. Okay, next again 10 more mm. From this point draw a parallel line to these two lines. Okay, up to 0.4. So likewise you draw 6 lines, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, if you measure this divided line is of 6.67 each. Okay, each partition you'll get 6.66 or 67, around it off. Okay, so likewise you are going to divide this into equal number of 6 equal number of parts. Next we'll divide angle of return into 6 equal parts. So you follow same method. Here it is 20 mm. So I took 30 mm line. Okay, 30 mm line, 40 degree. I started from this end point. Instead of 10 mm, I took 5 mm. Okay, because it's a 30 mm line, right? So 5 mm, 5 mm, 5 mm. So each division is of 5 mm. From that 5 mm, I draw parallel lines like this. Okay, so after dividing you'll get 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 6 dash 5 dash 4 dash 3 dash 2 dash 1 dash and 0 dash. After dividing you draw straight vertical lines from each point, so like this. Okay, this is the next step. Then as it's a simple harmonic motion, after drawing vertical lines you measure the midpoint of the stroke length, so this is the midpoint, that means it is of 25 mm. So keep your compass here by taking a radius of 25 mm, then draw a semicircle like this. Okay, semicircle like this, then divide this semicircle into again 6 equal number of parts, because here I am having 6 equal parts, so that is why I am going to divide this semicircle into 6 equal parts only. So after dividing this into 6 equal parts, project horizontal lines like small a to 0 line. Okay, it is here only, so that you name it as capital A. Then small b to capital B, which is on line number 1. Okay, so small b to B up to line number 1, so that you will get point B. Small c to line number 2, so that you will get capital C. So likewise small d to line number 3, small e to line number 4, small f to line number 5, small g to line number 6, so that you will get capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D, capital E, capital F and capital G. Okay, this is for angle of rise. This is a simple harmonic motion pattern type. Next, you extend those points for angle of return, because angle of return is also of simple harmonic type. So that is small a to 0 dash line, next small b to 1 dash line, so that you will get b dash, here a dash, like small c to 2 dash line, so that you will get c dash, small d to 3 dash, so to the respective points, so that you will get g dash, f dash, e dash, d dash, c dash, b dash, a dash in the reverse order. So okay, so after getting this, you just connect all the points, okay, with simple smooth curve, so that you will get simple harmonic motion. So first you draw from capital A to B, C, D, E, F and G. This is a one smooth curve for simple harmonic motion. Then G to G dash is a straight line, it is a dual period. Next you connect one more curve, G dash to A dash, so that you'll get displacement drawing. Okay, so this is about displacement drawing when it is having simple harmonic motion. Thank you.